What is up, guys? Welcome to Between the Whistle. I am Chase Sanders. This is the second podcast for Between the Whistle. Thank you guys for joining me. Today we're going to talk about NBA since we just had the NBA Finals and the NBA Draft. Let's talk a little bit about the Raptors. Raptors win in 6. They beat the Warriors. So we're going to talk about Kawhi and where he ranks now in the NBA. I mean, really, right now he's up there as maybe the best player. He definitely has a chance to be the best player next season with KD hurt, and we don't know how good LeBron's going to be. So Kawhi could definitely take that leap to being the best player in the league. So let's talk about, is he going to come back to the Raptors? A lot of people think he will come back. Obviously, a lot of people think he's going to the Clippers. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the finals. Kawhi and Kyle Lowry both played really great. Fred VanVleet and Pascal that last game were incredible. So just all around, really good play from the Raptors, and the Warriors just didn't have very good luck there with all those injuries. Looney went down for a little bit. KD with the Achilles, and Klay Thompson with the ACL. Yeah, so really good luck for the Raptors there, and the Warriors looked out. We don't know if KD's gonna come back. A lot of people saying they're gonna let KD rehab. They're gonna sign him and then maybe trade him, which I think would be. I don't really see that one happening. But maybe it'd be a really weird scenario. Or KD could just stay with the Warriors, which I think right now is the most likely thing since he's hurt. Obviously Klay's gonna stay probably. So next year will be a big season for Curry, and then now the West is wide open with all these injuries, and so we're going to see who's going to be top dog next year in the West. Let's talk a little bit about the Anthony Davis trade. Obviously, Anthony Davis going to the Lakers to go play with LeBron, and just a big, massive trade that everybody thought was going to happen a little bit earlier, it's basically how everybody thought the trade was going to go down in the first place after all those rumors saying that the Pelicans were just trying to mess with the Lakers and mess with the morale of those guys, and just show that they're all on the table and can get traded and make LeBron look bad. But yeah, so the Pelicans send Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and then the Pelicans they get Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, obviously, and then they got the number 8 pick in the draft, which is going to be Jackson Hayes. That pick coming from the Hawks that's going to go to the Pelicans. And they got the number 17 pick, which is going to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That pick coming from the Hawks as well, which they got that pick from the Nets. The Pelicans get the number 35 pick, which turned into Marcus Luzadas Silva. That pick also coming from the Hawks. They get the Lakers 2021 pick. They get the 2022 pick, and they swap picks in 23, and they get a first round pick in either 2024 or 2025, and they got rid of Solomon Hill's contract. So just overall good haul for the Pelicans. They get a lot for Anthony Davis, which he's definitely worth all of that. So let's talk a little bit more about the draft. I'm a Thunder fan, and I'm just not happy about the draft that the Thunder had. We took Darius Baisley, who didn't even play basketball this last year. He hasn't played basketball past high school, so we don't really know what this guy can do. He's an okay shooter from what I've heard. There's not a whole lot of tape on this guy because he hasn't played anything past high school. He was interning at New Balance. His agent's Rich Paul, so Rich Paul got him that. He played in the combine. He has about 57 seconds worth of highlights from the combine, and in that 57 seconds, he only takes one 3-pointer. And I mean, he makes it, but he's just not really a guy that the Thunder need. He's not a guy who can play right now. He's a G League guy who we don't even know what he can do. Some people like him, some people don't. For me, he's just not a guy that the Thunder need. And then the Thunder are gonna sign LeGuence Dort from Arizona State, who's also not a shooter. Nothing is making sense what Sam Presti's doing over there in OKC. Everybody in the West is getting better except for the Thunder. Their division's getting better. The Jazz got better with the Mike Conley trade. The Nuggets are going to be good again. They drafted Bobo and some other guys. Portland got Nasir Little, which they took after the Thunder drafted, which, I mean, after Cam Johnson was taken, I really wasn't too excited about this draft. Because a lot of mock drafts had Cam Johnson falling all the way down to the Thunder, which I didn't think it made any sense after watching some highlights. I think all these mock drafts didn't think he was going to get taken just because he was a senior. And so but if you go watch Cam Johnson highlights, the dude can play. Like, he's a good shooter. He's a guard, and he shot 50% from the field at 16 points per game. He shot 45% from 3, and the dude can dunk. Like, he can. Every once in a while, he took the ball off the dribble, man, and he went to the hole and got a dunk. I mean, he's not really one-dimensional, and he's a pretty good defender too. He's not too bad on defense either. So it didn't really make sense to me that Cam Johnson falling all the way down to the Thunder, and the Suns took him at number 11 after they traded. So that's some of my thoughts on the draft. I think the Hawks are going to be really good after this draft. They got Trae Young and John Collins, and they got Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter out of this draft. I mean, bright future for the Hawks. Just a bright future for most of these teams, except for the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder just really didn't pull through in this draft. And Sam Presti, if he doesn't pull through with a big trade and with Steven Adams, if he can even pull one off, hopefully Darius Baisley turns into the next guy the Thunder needs, which I really don't see it, because we don't know what the guy can do. Some people are saying he's good. Some people, I mean, even if he is good, he doesn't really seem like a guy that fits the Thunder. So really disappointing draft for the Thunder. So obviously Zion's going number 1. John Morant and RJ Barrett, those three were kind of locked in. And then the Hawks get DeAndre Hunter at 4 after them and the Pelicans trade. Cavs get Darius Garland, picking another point guard. The Cavs. Timberwolves get Jarrett Culver after they trade with the Suns, which is kind of a weird trade. The Bulls get Kobe White, so finally going to fill that point guard position that they needed, a guy who can play along with Zach LaVine, who had a really good season over there with Chicago. So looking good for Chicago. Like I said earlier, Pelicans getting Jackson Hayes. The Wizards go Rui Hachimura, which could be really good. And like I said earlier, Hawks get Cam Reddish. And the Suns get Cam Johnson, who I think is going to be really good. Hornets get P.J. Washington. Not really sure what's going on over there in Charlotte. Rumors that Kimbo wants to stay, said he'll take a smaller contract so they can build a team, which I really don't agree with. I think Kimbo needs to get out of there. The dude deserves to be on a winning team. Celtics get Romeo Langford, so Romeo Langford going higher than some people thought. Yeah, so anyways, not much going on after that pick. But thanks for watching, guys. I know this has been a short one. Just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the NBA. Thanks for watching Between the Whistle. Make sure to check out all my social media. Make sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.